Blood-curdling, spine-chilling, heart-racing fear. You are now listening to Dark Waters, the king of horror.
My wife April and I have been married for 13 years. And actually, we met in elementary school. It's a kind of a funny story. You see, April came from a military family, and her dad was actually the PE coach at school. Man, I remember back in those days, we used to play dodgeball, right? And boy, once her dad found out that we were talking, I swear to you, during PE, he would throw these dodgeballs at my head, and they were coming in like rockets. I mean, it was crazy. But over time, Bill and I have become close friends. So about a year ago, April and I decided to go camping. Arkansas National Park. We drive up and get to the regular camping grounds. But April, being the adventurous woman that she is, she wanted to hike out further to one of the more isolated campgrounds. We get there, set up, and the first night we can hear the coyotes yipping in the distance. Then, all of a sudden, there's this sound. I'm not sure how to describe it. It was kind of like a roar, but nothing like I've ever heard. And next, all you could hear was a coyote screaming bloody murder like they were being killed. The next morning, we wake up, cook breakfast, and go for a walk along one of the trails. I say we walked about 2 miles when we come across this dead coyote laid across the trail. This thing's body was split up from the belly to the chin. Now, it wasn't like anything had taken a bite out of this coyote. And I thought it was kind of weird because it was just laid in the middle of the trail. And you could tell something or someone had placed it there because you could kind of see the blood splatter and the marks where it hit the ground and rolled on its side. April, my wife, looked completely and totally freaked out and kept saying how strange it was. Now, as for me, yes, I observed this and it was strange. But to be honest with you, I was just trying to get this walk over with. We walked for about another mile along that same trail and then turned back. And when we passed back by that very spot, the coyote's gone. Again, I personally didn't take it all that serious, but April was really freaking out. So much so that she wanted us to move from that isolated campground that she had just picked the day before to one of the ones that was closer to the area where we parked the vehicle. Now, in full disclosure, I hate the woods. And the only reason why I even went out here for this trip in the first place is because I promised my wife I would. So I was toughing it out, trying to make the best of it. But at the end of the day, I was actually happy to be moving closer to the car because in my mind, the closer I got to the car, the closer I was to getting the hell out of these woods. So we pack up, move to another campground. And this one is wide open. The trees are cut back around the area about 60 to 70 yards. There's a couple on the far end of the campground. And we're positioned closer to the little walkway that leads to the cars. Things are going absolutely great. We're in our tent, snuggled up talking. And then we hear the roar again. This time accompanied by a scream. The next thing you know, we're hearing footsteps. Human footsteps.
If you would like to hear more of this story and others like it, head over to iamdarkwaters.com. You now have 2 options. You can sign up and become a member. The price is $4.99 per month. Or you can buy access the latest Dark Waters horror narration album Crown Me King. It will only cost you $1.99. For less than the price of a cup of coffee you can access the best horror narration content in the world. iamdarkwaters.com. Become a member today.